All right, Shalom. First of all, I'm going to start this lesson off by giving all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Honors to all the brothers who are fervently pushing the word in sincerity and in faith. And Shalom to all the sincere believers. Now, this lesson is going to be based on a multi vehicle crash that resulted in a woman getting killed. So, through the Spirit, I'm going to read this article, get some precepts, and Lord's will, you're edified. Says a woman was killed during a multi-vehicle crash on I-10 just outside of downtown Houston on Monday night. According to the Houston Police Department, a driver's car broke down at about 9:20 p.m. near the Waco Street exit. Investigators believe the woman tried to pull over to the shoulder but didn't make it there. An SUV stopped behind her car. Then an 18-wheeler hit that SUV, shoving all of them into another vehicle. Investigators say the SUV burst into flames, killing the female driver. All of the other drivers were taken to the hospital, and police say they will all survive. TransStar cameras captured smoke coming from the burning vehicle. The East Freeway was shut down until about 4:30 a.m. on Tuesday. ABC 13 has real-time traffic data to help you navigate Houston's roads and avoid traffic delays. Yeah, so say some just pretty heavy judgment. Woman's car broke down. There was a car behind hers, and then if it wasn't for that semi crashing into them, that wouldn't have happened. But it went, it played out that way because that was the judgment of the Lord. Psalms 9:16, the Lord Yahweh is known by the judgment which he executeth. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. Hegayon Selah. And these car crashes, these vehicle crashes, these are the judgments of the Lord. Just so that woman could get put to death. That's how the Lord wanted it to play out, and that's exactly how it played out. Hebrews 10:31, it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. And these incidents are an example of that. Because your car breaking down on the highway or the freeway is scary enough. And then something like that happens, a semi crashes into a car that was behind you, and then someone's car bursts into flames, and it's just a domino effect of bad things happening. Oh, that's why the scriptures talk about fearing the Lord. Because when you fear the Lord, you're going to move in a righteous manner. And if you're moving in a righteous manner, then the Lord is going to be pleased with you, and he's going to keep you safe. You're not going to get caught up in these kind of situations. And even if the Lord did put you in a dangerous situation like that, he would deliver you from it. But for these wicked people, the Lord puts them in these situations and they don't get delivered. They get killed. And now that woman is in the spirit world. Ecclesiasticus 39:28, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Verse 29, fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. And that's right, death itself is a spirit of vengeance created by the Lord. And that woman who died, she got visited by that spirit of vengeance. Deuteronomy 32:39. See now that I, even I, am He, and there is no power with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. Yeah, so ultimately, the Heavenly Father is the one who killed that woman. He's the one who put her in that situation. And then the events that took place resulted in that woman's death. And there was nothing that could have been done to stop that judgment from happening because it was the will of the Lord. First Samuel 2:6, the Lord Yahweh killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. And that's right. The Heavenly Father is the one who ultimately does the killing. He uses his spirits of vengeance to physically execute the judgment, but the spirits of vengeance can't make a move until the Heavenly Father gives them the green light to do so. Job 4:7, remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off? And the answer is, no one has perished being innocent. Nor were the righteous ever cut off. So that woman who died, she was not innocent in the eyes of the Lord. Because if she was innocent, the Lord would never have placed her in that position. Verse 8, even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same. And all these wicked people, men, women, and children, are reaping what they've sown. That's why people, men, women, and children, get wounded and killed or on a daily basis. That is them reaping what they've sown for being wicked in the eyes of the Lord. And like it says in Psalms 7:11, Yahweh judgeth the righteous, and Yahweh is angry with the wicked every day. So the Lord is angry with these wicked people every day, and that's why every day judgment takes place. Ecclesiastes 3:1, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Verse 2, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. And for that woman, it was just her time to die. That's why out of everybody involved in that crash, in that multi-vehicle crash, she's the only one who died. Because she's the one who the Lord wanted to kill. And everything always goes according to the will of the Lord. However the Lord sets it up, that's how it's going to play out. And we're going to see a lot more wicked people getting put to death out here in these last days. Especially as we get closer to the summertime, because it's going to be a lot more people outside, which just means a lot more chances for things to go wrong and people to get wounded and killed. And this is once again why you're supposed to fear the Lord. Because the Lord can either have it where it's, you can go out and do what you got to do and make it back home safely, or you're going to go out and you're never going to make it back home. And the Lord is the only one who can determine how that's going to play out for you. And a lot of people out here don't understand that. And because they don't understand that, they lack fear of the Lord, and they're out here being wicked. And that wickedness that they're doing is angering the Lord. And then the Lord ends up putting these wicked people in a situation that either gets them wounded or gets them killed. And they have nobody to blame but themselves. Because you have the men of the Lord, starting, of course, with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. For decades, they've been out here warning people, particularly our people, the Israelites, primarily the so called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, warning them about, being wicked and that their wicked actions will lead to their death ultimately. But hey, 2/3 are never going to listen. And we're just going to continue to watch them get put down because of their own wickedness. And that doesn't just go for our people, that goes for all of these people. If you're out here being wicked, the Lord is going to judge you at some point. You're never going to see it coming. Like a thief in the night, the judgments of the Lord are going to sneak up on these people or continue to sneak up on these people. And that's merely them reaping what they've sown. That's why those of us of the hopeful elect, when we read about these judgments, we're not shocked that these judgments happen, because we understand that the Lord was angry with that person or those people, and that's why he put them in that situation. That's why the Lord had that judgment come upon them, because they had to be punished for the wickedness that they've been doing. Just that simple. You're wicked, you're going to get punished. And we're going to, like I said, we're going to see a lot more punishments being dished out by the Lord through his spirits of vengeance in these last days. So with that, I'm going to wrap it up here. In closing, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakudash, the Wadi Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Honors to our brothers who are still fervently pushing the word in sincerity and in faith. Shalom to all the sincere believers. Hope you stay strong, stay safe, stay fervent, stay circumspect, stay prayed up. Adawan Ratazah. Till next time, Shalom.